Your weapon is now dry and we've removed the clamps. Next, we will attach the magazine bottom using a screw. In the advanced section, we will show you how to attach it using magnets. If you would like to do that, skip this step. To attach the magazine bottom with a screw, first thing you want to do is drill a hole all the way through the magazine bottom. Then on the outside, you want to countersink that hole with a countersink bit. That way the screw will fit flush. You want to line it up on the magazine well. When you have it lined up, you will drill a hole all the way through into the magazine well, and then you can set your screw. Now you just want it to be snug. You don't want it to be so tight that you crack the resin. And then if you need to replace your batteries, just back the screw off a little bit. You can open the door, replace your batteries, you close it back up, and again you make it nice and snug. You don't want to move the bottom while the screw's tight. You do want to back it off or you'll wear out the hole. Then you can move on. We're now going to attach our barrel to the weapon. We're going to pin it and glue it as we have done previously. Once again, to expedite things, I've already cut the heads off my screws and I've mounted my first screw in the angle part of the barrel. You do that so you can use the point of the screw. You put the barrel where it goes and that will dimple the handle. You use that to drill a hole. Once again, to expedite things, I've already drilled my hole. Once you're happy that it fits flush, you'll set your second pin. I drilled a hole towards the front. Put my second pin in there. Again, you'll use the point of that to mark where your hole goes. I've already pre-drilled my hole. Now I've made both holes a little bigger to give me some wiggle room to get it together. Once you have it where you want it, we're going to glue it. Now, as before, we're going to be using Gorilla Glue, so you need to wet both sides of the piece. Now on the rifle, you only wet this raised part that the barrel sits on and the part of the carry handle. You want to leave this dry because that needs to stay open. I'm going to fill my holes full of glue. And then we'll spread some glue on these surfaces. You want a nice thin even coat as before. Now you don't want to get glue on the block for the barrel. Now this is a strained surface, so we use our tape again in lieu of a clamp. And we will tape it as tight as we can get it. And we will put that away and wait for that to dry. We have almost finished with the basic assembly of the weapon. Now we're going to add these last two decorative pieces to the magazine well. First thing you want to do is rough up the back side of both pieces. Then make sure you have trued up all the edges so they're nice and straight. Then we're going to use a CA glue as opposed to the Gorilla Glue, since these are not structural pieces. To attach the plates, the small triangular one goes to the front of the magazine well. You want to rough that surface up as well, and also make it as flat as possible for the piece to sit on. Now with the CA glue, We're just going to use a little bit in the four corners. And one in the middle. And lining it up with the bottom of the magazine well, we're going to press that into place and hold it. Then we will do the one on the back of the magazine well. Same thing, both sides are roughed up. It's as flat as you can get it. Put some glue in each corner. This piece is a little bigger, so we'll put some in the middle. This one has a flat surface to line it up on. Just hold that for a moment. And now we can wait for that and the barrel to dry, and the basic construction of your pulse rifle is finished. You have completed the basic assembly of your pulse rifle. Now you can move on to the advanced section. In the advanced section, we will show you how to drill out your barrel vents, drill out your barrel, replace your magazine bottom with magnets, and replace all of the screw heads with actual screws. If you do not want to participate in the advanced section, you may move on to the cleanup and painting section.